Hello and welcome back to Blackwatch Intel. My name is Crashy, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about the new patch, Doomfist, Dive Comp, etc. So, you're already going to know by the title, as always, but I actually have been hearing a lot of YouTubers and just people in general talking about how nerfed the Dive Comp is. And I think about it and I say, yeah, you know, Zarya's ult got a buff, and, you know, McCree's flashbang got a buff, and Reinhardt got a buff. But we also just got Doomfist. And while some would argue that Doomfist is an anti-dive hero and is very good at peeling, and I totally agree with at least part of that, I think that it might be time for us to see something ridiculous. Something crazy, and as I said, you already can tell by the title, but for DPS Dive. Now, you're thinking, Crashy, stop, bro, stop. That's never going to happen. Well, what if it does? And this is a very harsh kind of prediction, and it's definitely something that I just want to kind of explore and think about, because at very least, I know that the 3 DPS dive is something that we will see. It's something that we already see, you know, 3 DPS, 2 healers, 1 Winston. And I want to push that even further, because when you run 3 DPS dive, you usually tend to only have a Winston. But D.Va is such a cornerstone of dive, and she's definitely one of the best heroes in the game right now in terms of balance. So what if we had, and just hear me out and think about it, what if we had, and this is my idea for 3 DPS dive, what if we had Winston, D.Va, Genji, Tracer, Doomfist, Lucio? That would be a very fast, very strong comp, and while there's not much healing in the comp, the point is to literally obliterate your team, your enemy team. So if there's no enemy team, you don't really need healing. And on attack, especially if you can get control point and get, you know, a hold of a payload, well then you have a little bit of extra healing there before your dive regardless. Not to mention, Lucio's AoE healing, if coordinated and boosted properly, can heal a team pretty decently before an engagement. So, but my idea in this video, again, was for DPS dive. What if we push that further? What if we ran solo Winston, the 3 DPS I mentioned, and then an additional DPS, whether that be Junkrat or whether that be, you know, Mei for additional kind of tankiness and control? What if that's, you know, Sombra to help build up an EMP and also be very mobile? Whether that's Soldier, because we often see 3 DPS dive currently or previously with a Soldier in the comp because of how ridiculous Tactical Visor is. So overall, I think that the addition of Doomfist, while he can be used as a peeler and you know, the anti-dive meta might be coming to fruition with some of the patch changes we've gotten, and I think that's definitely true. I think we're very open to the possibility of adding new potential and really pushing the boundaries of what Dive Comp is. Dive Comp is definitely a scary thing. It's very fast, it's very aggro, and when I think aggro, I think giving up being good at something else to achieve a goal. And in this scenario, that would be giving up that second healer to achieve, you know, DPS, damage, dive, annihilation. So it's just a theory. I think it's definitely something that we'll have to see happen over time, if it ever does happen, especially even if it's just the 3 DPS 2 tanks or, you know, the 3 DPS dive with Doomfist inside the comp. I think this is going to be an evolution and a prediction for kind of like the long run of patch 1.13. I don't think it's something we're going to see teams or high level, you know, people on competitive ladder immediately start doing, but I do think it's something that has some validity, at least, you know, whenever I kind of sit down and theory craft it. So again, I think it's going to be interesting to see the evolution of this patch with Doomfist live. We have about a week before he hits the competitive ladder, and I guess teams would probably start scrimming with him soon, so maybe we'll actually get a few glimpses of just what they're, you know, looking to do with Doomfist. But he's undeniably going to be a strong hero in the dive comp as well, and I'm excited to see just what that potential could be for the future of dive comp and for the future of anti-dive while we're on the topic. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please do not leave without leaving a like. Check out our Twitter. We do post updates and thoughts and such before our videos, in between videos, discussions on other channels' videos as well. and subscribe for future content. We're going to be posting almost daily, probably daily, just really depends. So thank you again for checking out this video, and I will see you for the next video.
Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel the fire inside of me? Do you see the sparks that I'm setting free? Does the beat take you over?